We put in practice and discipline, no giving up, no giving in. We're match fit, we're here to win. For those who don't know, better filament information. Where the realest out here, no imitation. All around the world, no immigration, and we get it in without an invitation. Sound travels in the ground shakes, and our society has got us on the wild chase.
The Last Offender has punched his way into Netflix, and his name is Iron Fist. And Iron Fist is about a boy named Danny Rand who travels to outer country with his parents, and then they were in a plane crash. Both her parents died in the process. While Danny Rand was stranded in Tibet, he was founded by these monks, and they took him to this monastery, and they teach him the secret arts to become the next Iron Fist, the destroyer of the hand. 15 years later, he travels back to New York to claim his rightful place as CEO of Rand Industries. And really, this show received so much backlash before it came out on Netflix. Just a couple of days prior, the show received 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. But then, as I dug deeper into the reviews, I've noticed that most reviews consist of the 6 episodes that the critics reviewed. So really, you can't really base a show saying it's garbage, boring, and lack of action if you only watch 6 episodes. First off, I want to talk about the main thing about this entire show. I love Colleen Wig. She's really very gorgeous and very pretty, and she's an Asian, and I love her. Just by looking at her physique and looking at her body, it's just perfect, you know? She's just one of those girls you can really commit adultery, and you can tell your wife about who you was messing around with. Your wife will actually agree with you because how sexy she is. It's justified. She's one of those girls that I can really call the girl I'm talking to and tell her that we're breaking up because I'm going out with Jessica Henwick, you know? And matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. 317. See that? See that? I'm pressing call. Amy, we gotta talk. If it was really, all the things I would give to her, I would definitely give her the Iron Fist.
I'll have what she's having.
The show itself was very sloppy. I had to admit, Vigilantes, that it was very boring. The first 6 episodes was very boring. And then when it got to the 7th episode, things started to get a little interesting. The main reason why the show really consists of boredom, because the show tried to focus on the subplots and the story. When the 7th episode starts off, they start off with the action and start building up more to the climax of the season. And really, that's when the show starts to go up. And I really enjoyed the show, but the show has certain flaws in particulars. It wasn't meticulous in any way. Like, there are some certain details of each scene that doesn't really pan out very well. For example, there is a scene where Iron Fist is punching a door. He punches the door, and then the door just disappears. It should be on the ground dormant, but it's not even there. And then there's another scene when Colleen Wig was fighting this big guy. She gets punched in the face, her mouth is full of blood, but then the very next scene, her teeth is white. You need to have consistency with the structure of each scene, so therefore it won't look like it's you know, filmed. You gotta make it realistic, guys. So the fight choreography wasn't the same as the certain fight choreography compared to Daredevil. Now, the fight choreographer was Sean Yan. In the direction he was trying to go, he was trying to focus more on the kung fu. But yet, when they was trying to orchestrate the kung fu, it didn't have fluidity to make it look like it was real. But yet, when I was watching it, it felt like they was just, you know, sparring or just practicing. It didn't feel like an actual real fight in some of the fight sequences. It felt like when Finn Jones was fighting with each scene, it felt like his opponent was pretty much fighting in a slow pace. Therefore, Finn Jones can execute his movement and execute his technique and punch his style. I'm not trying to take away from Sean Yan. Sean Yan really did a good job later on in the season when he was trying to orchestrate the kung fu and orchestrate certain styles, the tiger, the praying mantis, the leopard. That was very cool having all those different fighting styles, but the fight choreography was heavily sloppy and inconsistent, revolving around the camera shots and camera angles in certain fights in the early episodes from 1 through 6. But then in around episode 7, 8, 9, 10, despite the fight choreography gotten better, the side characters, Ward Mitchum, he was okay. The actor who portrayed Ward Mitchum, he was a little blatant to me. I really do have to say that Claire Temple, Rosario Dawson, she brought her role. She really brung it in all of her sequences that she's in. But really, there are some action sequences I do not really buy because she fights ninjas from the hand. And really she's kicking ass, but I really don't buy it because she's just a regular person with no particular set of skills. And Danny Rand just lost his parents. He's trying to earn back his company. He's trying to understand himself. All of this due to him trying to discover what's his destiny. He's really stuck in a place where should he kill, should he not kill. To really talk about Finn Jones' performance, he was okay as the role of Iron Fist. He didn't have that wow factor when it comes to him fighting sequences. I didn't really buy him being a arts master in Kung Fu or Tai Chi. They're trying to focus Danny Rand into this psychiatric hospital, and I kind of felt like that was an unnecessary subplot for them to add in the first half of the show. People saying he's crazy, people saying he's losing his nuts, but yet you should really automatically believe him, because if you live in a world where there's a Spider-Man, Captain America, and aliens come from the sky, and really think everything he says, you really cannot doubt. So really having characters doubt him is non-believable at all. I didn't feel like the stakes were high for this character. It wasn't big enough. I kind of wanted more of an emotional impact, more of a to really rank him with the likes of Luke Cage and Matt Murdock. Really, you can't compare him to those two. But I would say he's more of an interesting character than Jessica Jones. I think that the best performance in this whole entire show entirely was Jessica Henwick. She killed her role. I really want Netflix to create a show based off of her. I mean, you can call it Daughter of the Dragon. I wouldn't care. Or call it Wig. I don't care. I want her. She is sexy. She was fun. I love her. Alright guys, so really, if I could really say, this show definitely deserves a Christian Bale Batman. This is a interesting show that you should really check out, even though it is slow in the first 6 episodes, but then it builds up and it gets a little better. I don't know what the critics were thinking. Maybe they're taking heroin up the ass. I don't know. But this is a really good show, so I really urge you to check out. But guys, what do you think about the show? Have you seen it? Let me know. I mean, what do you think is the best Netflix shows? Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist? Please let me know. Comment on the board. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you like everything you see and you agree, click right here to join me in the Batman family. I have more Batman Task reviews in the way, and stay tuned for my review for the Spider-Man. It's coming to you real soon. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.